All right, happy Tuesday, everyone. First Alert meteorologist Eric Burke with you. It is 10:31 and glad you're with us for Weather Extra. Kind of just another overcast type day. We are seeing a little bit more blue sky compared to yesterday morning at this time. We go look at the radar. We had one lightning strike here in about the past 5 to 10 minutes. That's about it. This is mainly just rainfall, and you might notice that the radar imagery looks a little bit different. That's because we're having to use the Birmingham radar site farther to the south, so we're not exactly seeing the lowest levels of these showers that are popping up now, moving through parts of northeast Alabama, and that's because the high top radar, we just got notified by the Weather Service here in Huntsville. It will be down for maintenance for about 4 hours or so, and also the Columbus, Mississippi radar is also out of commission for a bit too. So sometimes this happens. They have to do their regular maintenance on these things like any mechanical, electronical device. It needs to be maintained to keep it up and running, and a good day for it. We're not expecting really any threat of strong to severe storms, but pretty decent coverage of the rain showers. Some of you not in northeast Alabama actually saw maybe some light sprinkles during your earlier morning hours. I know up in parts of Middle Tennessee, we did have quite a bit of rainfall here this morning, couple thunder and lightning rumbles as well too. But really, this is what we've got for the time being. Everyone, even west of I-65, will have a chance at some scattered showers and storms firing up through the afternoon and evening. But as I said earlier, if you watch the morning newscast or maybe the fastcast we do at 7:01 a.m. every weekday, you might have heard me say that, most of the morning rain will be along and east of I-65. And it's actually really impressive because the same model that I showed you yesterday saying, oh, it looks like it's favoring the eastern areas, it came in at the exact time, almost in the exact positioning as what that model run that I showed you yesterday did. So it doesn't always work that way. If it was that easy, a lot of us could work in the meteorology profession, but yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. We are tracking some rainfall, obviously beneficial for parts of northeast Alabama for now. Equal opportunity rain chances coming later on this afternoon, but just want to show you the current radar and also tell you why it might look a little bit different than what it did a little while ago. And we had some of the brighter colors on it. That was when high top was still up and functional, now down for a couple of hours here for that maintenance. But looking at your rain and storm timeline for the rest of the afternoon, scattered, maybe even numerous rain showers and storms. Should be a lot like what we had yesterday, just some pockets of heavier rain, maybe some brief gusty winds and some thunder and lightning too. And if you miss out on the rain today, there's still opportunities coming tomorrow and Thursday. By Friday, the weekend, we are looking at drier skies, so that's good news. But if you have anything planned for the next 3 afternoons, good tool to have is that 48 weather app with your hour-by-hour forecast, and of course that very helpful radar tool on the app. It is free for Apple and Android. I want to show you the forecast rainfall. Now this is for the next 3 days. I said if you miss today, still have some chances of rain coming for Wednesday and Thursday. Now you can't take this as just precise information because it is just model data. It's not exact. It gives us more of an idea of the potential rainfall that we're looking at over the next 3 days. General consensus, most of you see rainfall. There are a few dry spots in there, but again, this is just model data. It's not gospel. You're exactly going to get an 1.5 inch rain there at Huntsville International Airport, or 3 inches for that matter in Scottsboro. I would say rainfall totals east of I-65 will likely be higher than everyone else, but it just gives us an idea. A lot of you may be picking up 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain over the next couple of days. There will be a few of you that barely see any rainfall. Others could see in the 2, 3, maybe 4 inch range of rainfall. Got to talk about the tropics, of course, and things are starting to get more active. We have not had a hurricane so far this season, but we're getting to be in about that time. Usually it's, I think, August 11th. I think I saw that. August 11th is typically our first hurricane of the season, and we don't have a hurricane yet. We still just have Tropical Storm Erin. There's another center of low pressure kind of off the coast of the Maritimes there, up in Nova Scotia, for example, up in Canada. The Maritimes is what they call them. Did about a 10% chance of development over the next 48 hours to 7 days, so a week. And then there's also another yellow X in the Gulf. Now that's just kind of a trough of low pressure. It's going to bring some heavy rain potential to the beaches over the next several days. So if you have beach plans, kind of unfortunate for that. We're not expecting that to be a tropical system. What we have to watch, though, is Aaron, and you could actually see those lines, what we call spaghetti plots, so the different models plotting what they think the path of Tropical Storm Aaron will be. Now, Aaron will likely become a hurricane here. We're going to talk about that in the next graphic. Just want to show you what some of the plots are showing. There's actually two steering mechanisms. We have two areas of high pressure. Hopefully those areas of high pressure line up nicely, and we kind of have an escape route for Tropical Storm Aaron, or eventually Hurricane Aaron, as it hopefully will swing out to the Atlantic. Probably not great news for Bermuda, but for the mainland purposes of the lower 48, that would be beneficial for us. So time will tell. We don't exactly know what's going to happen just yet. We will keep you updated. A lot of you love talking about the tropics here, but Tropical Storm Aaron right now, 45-mile-per-hour winds. That's the same as it was this morning with the latest update. It is moving west around 23 miles per hour. As it moves west, it's kind of moving into a favorable area as far as conditions for storm intensification. This tropical storm will likely become a hurricane, and it is forecast to become one by the National Hurricane Center. That's what you're looking at there with the cone and also the icons. You see the one with the hole in it, that is a tropical storm. Then eventually we get a Category 1 hurricane out of this. That would come sometime probably Thursday afternoon or evening. But there's not a lot of upper level wind. The ocean water quite warm this time of year, and it's not going to fall apart. It's actually going to continue to strengthen, as most of these storms do when they're in open water. Now, I know that Tropical Storm Aaron has caused heavy rainfall in those Cabo Islands out off the coast of Africa. Unfortunately, a couple fatalities. I think the last I saw was 7. But we are looking at a strengthening trend with the now Tropical Storm Aaron potentially becoming a hurricane sometime Thursday afternoon, evening, and then it could potentially become a major Category 3 hurricane sometime there over the weekend. That would be Saturday into Sunday, so kind of a close call. I believe that's Puerto Rico there. You've got St. Thomas out there as some of those leeward islands, if you will, the Dominican Republic. Obviously, that is a cone of uncertainty. You see the cone starts to widen the farther out it goes. We're talking about several days away, so there is going to be a little bit of a shift to the north or to the south with this, but hopefully we start to see that eastward, northeastward swing, and it goes out into the Atlantic. So we will keep you updated, but potentially our first hurricane of the season coming at some point this week, and it could intensify into a major Category 3 or stronger hurricane. So we will keep you updated on the latest, of course. You look at your forecast for the next couple of days here. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. One thing we will not escape, that is the oppressive humidity. Deep tropical moisture reinforcing itself over the southeast U.S., including us here in North Alabama, Middle Tennessee. Dew points will stay in the mid-70s, so with our highs in the upper 80s to low 90s, it will feel like mid to upper 90s. Best chance of rain and storm coverage, it's probably going to be today, but two good opportunities coming as we go through Wednesday and Thursday there. We'll be looking at some more scattered kind of diurnal convection, afternoon showers and storms, heavy rain. No organized threat of severe weather with this. Just something we'll continue to monitor is a threat for heavy rain, as we could see a flood threat developing. But your heat index with the high dew points, temperatures eventually hitting the upper 80s, it will feel like mid to upper 90s later today. You could just feel the difference in the air compared to the air we had in place last week. Last week was much drier. So the rest of your morning here on future radar, seeing some breaks in the clouds. Model, this is the one that nailed that cluster of rain that we have over parts of Marshall, Jackson, DeKalb County right now. It's keeping the heaviest rainfall and the most widespread rain coverage along and east of I-65. But also notice areas west of 65 into parts of northwest Alabama. You are also potentially looking at showers and storms continuing through the afternoon and evening, even through that evening commute. So you could be dealing with some heavy rain potentially as you're driving home from work later today. Around sunset, we lose some of our instability. Showers should start to dry up, but I think even overnight into tomorrow morning, there's a chance we have potential for a few showers to start off the day on Wednesday. So we look at more of a broad view here. This is Wednesday morning, 7 a.m., a little bit of green showing up on future radar. So still looking at potential for, some rain showers. I don't think we'll see any storms tomorrow morning, but at least some rain showing up for that morning commute. We start to warm up tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s to low 80s, scattered, maybe even numerous rain and storm rain and storms popping up through the afternoon and evening tomorrow. This would be beneficial rain for many of you. A lot of you have been asking for rain. Hopefully you get some, whether it's your lawn, your garden, or both. Some of you have missed out on a lot of the rainfall we've seen over the past couple of days, maybe even weeks at this point. But yeah, showers and storms continue through the day, Wednesday afternoon and evening. Thursday is trending to be a little bit of a drier day, just some more isolated potential most likely. And Friday does look to be dry for the most part altogether. Maybe an isolated pop-up shower or storm come Friday afternoon. Temperatures here. Depends on who's seeing rain, like you are in Fort Payne. You're at 76. Everyone else upper 70s to mid 80s. The warming today has been a little limited by some of the showers we saw this morning and also the cloud cover we're dealing with. We've got that dark green on the dew point map, and that is uncomfortable air. I mentioned that deep tropical moisture reinforcing itself over the southeast U.S., and we're feeling every bit of that. But your rain and storm chances continue for the rest of the morning through the afternoon and evening. High temperatures should hit the upper 80s, but feeling like mid 90s. Wind, not a big factor today out of the east and southeast, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So we do have a breeze, but not gusty enough to probably really help it make it feel any less humid, because that wind, if it's 15 miles per hour, it'd probably feel a little bit better, at least if you're spending time outside. But no, we look forward to the weekend. Weekend will bring warmer temperatures. Temperatures is the second weekend of August here, or the third weekend, can't math correctly, third weekend of August here, and we've got temperatures just above average. Average high this time of year, 92. We've got 94 and 93. Weekend looks great. If you've got pool plans, you want to go out on the boat, good weekend for it. It should be mostly dry, maybe a few pop-up showers and storms possible both Saturday and Sunday. Center of low pressure off the coast of the mid-Atlantic, that trough forming in the Gulf, that's what's bringing kind of the crummy beach weather, but also reinforcing that Gulf moisture on top of us in the southeast U.S. Seeing some of those outer bands of rainfall swinging through, like I showed you on the first graphic, that being the radar. So things stay fairly active for the rest of the afternoon and evening. A few showers possible overnight into your Wednesday morning commute. Low temperature staying warm at 74. A lot of that just has to do with the cloud cover that we'll have overhead. So we have potential for showers tomorrow morning, and then more development of those scattered showers and storms coming for tomorrow afternoon and evening. Not a day where I could promise you rainfall. I'm just saying chances look pretty good today, tomorrow as well. Thursday's trending a bit drier, could probably lower that maybe to 30%. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, kind of that drier but hotter stretch of days coming with temperatures in the low to mid 90s. And it looks like we stay in the 90s for the early part of next work and school week as well. So not a whole lot to cover here. Just wanted to talk about the radar a bit. Roberta, good morning to you. Judy, thanks for the rain. I can't take credit for it, but glad you got some. Sarah, good morning. Have a good day watching in Huntsville. So appreciate everyone that has joined us. As always, on Tennessee Valley Living at 11 a.m. with Peyton Walker, and I'll be on your newscast at noon with Gina Benitez. So that's it for Weather Extra. Appreciate your time as always. Hope you have a great day. If you need some rainfall, hopefully you get some today, tomorrow, or Thursday. I'm actually off for the rest of the week. Nice little stretch of days off for me. I'll be back with you on Saturday morning. Saturday morning Weather Extra will be 8:30. Hope I see you then. And of course, Jada Russell filling in for me Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and she'll be doing Weather Extra here at 10:30. So see ya. Have a good rest of your week.